Hey Soul Fam, it's your brother Obi, and guess where I am? Let me give you a 360. I know the sun is actually over there, so lighting is a bit weird, but I'm not sure if you can see what's happening behind me. I'm in such a beautiful location. Nature is everywhere. I'm not sure if you can see what's going on behind me, but yeah, so I'm in Australia. And but I'm not on holiday, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, I would love a holiday. I haven't been on holiday such a long time, so overdue one. And I'm actually here on a really important light worker mission. I've been here for about a month now, and I'm going to be staying here for about another month. And I would like to share with you guys, the important work that I'm doing out here. And at some point, I'm going to be reaching out to you guys to assist and to be part of this beautiful thing. And it's a humanitarian one. And I've recorded this video to sort of bring you. This video is for the light workers. Attention, all light workers. This video is for you. And I want to bring your awareness to the work that I'm doing here, because at some point I will need your assistance. And it all starts with fighting and wars and suffering. The vulnerable, kids, women, mothers, the elderly, animals, pets that are displaced through war. So in Africa there's a few wars raging. There's a lot of suffering. A lot of kids are being. You don't want to know what's happening out there. You won't hear about any of this stuff on TV. The media won't talk about it. But there's a lot of the kids, the elderly. There's a lot of stuff happening that is it's beyond. I'm not even going to mention it, man. It's just really bad. Whenever these wars break out and these fightings happen, whenever they start fighting. So what I want to do is create an energetic infrastructure, an energetic structure. The reason why I'm here is to create an energetic structure that will allow us, light workers, elite light workers, we are custodians of humanity, we are the protectors of humanity, and we serve humanity ultimately. So what I'm going to create tomorrow is a very powerful energetic structure that will allow us to assist anywhere. Well, I'm starting with Africa, but once this is set up, I plan to set this up all over the world, and this will allow us to assist the vulnerable, the children that are getting killed and raped, the women that are killed and raped, the elderly, people starving, people getting killed in these wars, these senseless wars. And the idea is to create an energetic structure that allows anyone that wants to help to be able to do that, just with intention and just with sending energy. And I'm going to explain. I know it sounds a bit weird to some of you, but I'm going to break this down. So it all started with visions. In fact, it started with a conversation with one of my shamanic sisters, and she was talking to me about the war that had just broken out in Sudan, and her family were displaced. And they were, with lots of other people at the borders trying to cross the border to safety. That's where it all started. So as soon as we had those convos, I think it was about a week afterwards, I started having visions. And I'm not quite sure if these visions were stuff happening in Sudan or one of the other wars in Africa. There's quite a few wars happening, but it's nonetheless the same. It's just kids getting raped and killed, there's women getting raped and killed, it's senseless acts of murder, and just the barbaric, the animalistic aspects, the negative aspects of humanity at their best, basically. The worst parts of humanity showcasing how destructive they can be. That's pretty much what's happening in these places. So I was shown visions. Every time I would go to sleep every night, I would have dreams which were actually things happening. at that time of people getting killed, people getting raped, and what was very traumatic for me were the kids. It's what I saw. So I couldn't really understand why I was seeing all of this. And then a few weeks later, it all came to me in bits, obviously. But to cut a long story short, what I'm here to do, instructed and guided by Great Spirit, God, is to create an energetic structure. It's to create an energetic structure that allows us light workers to help and to assist. You know, you don't have to send money to assist in war-torn areas or in any kind of crisis where there's a need for humanitarian aid. We can help with energy. And I'm going to, in the next few days, I'm going to record a series of videos that show how to do this. We can change. I mean, look, we are the change of the planet. The old ways are sort of fading out, and it's all about the new. And that's pretty much what people like me have devoted our lives to. So basically, if you see behind me, right there, okay, all of that, it's a very special water body. It's called the Bass Strait, and the Bass Strait basically has a very treacherous history. You know, a lot of ships have gone down, and there's been a lot of shipwrecks, and that is because, well, similar to, you know, the Bermuda Triangle, similar type of issue. The Bermuda Triangle is very treacherous because of the energy in the water. So there's spots, there are concentrations, there are parts of the ocean where this energy is concentrated. Okay, like the Bermuda Triangle is one of those concentrated sort of spots in the ocean where this energy is massively concentrated. One of those areas is this piece of water here called the Bass Strait. And that Bass Strait has a significant amount of energy in it. Those that know. I guess now, some of you that didn't know now know. But that's one of the reasons why this water is very treacherous. You know, especially back in the olden days, a lot of shipwrecks and a lot of things happened. And that's why it's a dangerous stretch of water. But to those that know, it's only that because of the concentration of energy in that water. And that concentration of energy can be used to, like I said, for miracles, wonders, to create. So what I'm going to do, okay, guys, I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Sorry, I've got to just keep adjusting because the wind and the sunlight. I'm just trying to find the best way to do this. Some of us are able to tap into that and use that energy for a good cause. So some of you might know that I'm a golden gatekeeper and I look after a giant golden portal in Africa. One of the reasons why I live in Africa. And, you know, there's a golden portal here in Australia as well. There's a gatekeeper here that looks after it. I've been in contact with them. They actually reached out to me and asked if I needed any assistance, which is very nice. Look, hopefully you're watching this and you know who you are. So, okay, so it pretty much started with visions, with spirit sort of showing me the suffering, showing me what was happening in these areas of fighting. And it was mostly children that I was shown, mostly stuff that was happening to children. You know, I witnessed soldiers raping children and stuff like that, which was absolutely, I just really couldn't get my head around it. You know, I've got young kids, and, you know, to see something like that, it's massively traumatizing. So it really got my attention. And after a series of these visions, I started to have the visions change, and they started to be more sort of like giving instructions. Okay, so the first batch of instructions that I got, I was being told to create a portal in these fighting areas. Okay, and basically with this portal, I needed to convert it into a gate. So a gate is a much bigger portal. It's a permanent energetic structure. There are many gates around the planet that move energy around. And they're basically there to maintain balance. You know, some of you know I'm a golden gatekeeper, so I work with these gates all the time. So I was shown that I had to create a portal, and I have to now convert this portal into a gate. So a portal, even though they could be quite big, are easier to feed. You know, all energy has to feed. So if you create an energetic structure, it's got to be fed somehow for it to be sustained. A gate is huge. It's on another level. Normally you would feed a gate. Normally the gates that are on the planet right now are being fed by celestial phenomena. Okay, so they're being fed by the sun, being fed by the moon, being fed by particular planets, being fed by universal outside of this planet, universal influences outside of this planet. Now, so I'm being told that I need to create a gate in this planet. I need to create a portal and then convert it into a gate. So the first thing I was thinking to myself is like, how am I going to do that? Because from my understanding, I would need a power source. I would need a significant power source, like an active volcano or a hurricane, you know, a massive electric storm or thunderstorm, or, you know, I would need something, you know, that will generate consistently a significant amount of power, which I can't, you know, obviously I don't have that type of power personally. So that's where the first batch of visions were showing me what to do. So that's what I was thinking. Well, how can I do that? I can't feed a gate. If I open a gate, as soon as I have to sort of step back from it, it'll collapse. Then what I was shown next was how to do it. And this is where things really got interesting. So what I was shown was I was shown the power source to use. So in the oceans of our planet, our oceans are actually massive storage tanks for energy, huge storage tanks of energy. And in specific parts of the ocean, the energy is concentrated. Okay, so like the Bermuda Triangle, for instance, is one of those places where it's concentrated. And the reason why there's lots of disappearing ships or planes is because of the energy that's in the water. So I was shown the Bass Strait, which is this ocean behind me. Okay, so the Bass Strait is pretty much like the Bermuda Triangle. It's a massive concentration of energy. This water is very treacherous. You know, it's taken its fair share of ships and everything else that's tried to cross it. And the reason being is because of the significant concentration of energy in the water. Massive concentration. So the beauty is this energy can be used for miracles. It can be used, it could be, if you know how to harness it, you could literally change the world with it. So that's what I'm attempting to do. So what I've been shown to do is to channel energy out of this Bass Strait, channel it through what is like an energetic straw that goes to this temporary portal that I create, folds in on itself and connects and feeds the portal. So basically the portal is sucking energy through a straw through the gate in Africa. Okay, so there's a golden gate. So I'm channeling this energy from the Bass Strait through the Golden Gate in Australia, coming out of the Golden Gate in Africa and connecting to the portal that I've created. Now the portal is sucking, like a straw, is sucking power from the Bass Strait in Australia, through the gate in Australia, out of the gate in Africa, and it's sustaining itself that way. So that's the energetic structure that I've come here to create. I'm basically jumping on a plane, heading out to Australia, and you know, people can't quite understand what I'm doing, which is fine. You know, there's always a method to the madness. So, I've been preparing for this for a whole month, and the D-Day is tomorrow. So the full moon tomorrow, I have to do it on a full moon. Yeah, so tomorrow's D-Day, the full moon tomorrow. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be opening up the portal in South Sudan. And then I'm going to be channeling energy from the Bass Strait through the Golden Gate in Australia, coming out of the Golden Gate in Africa, connecting it to the portal, creating a sleeve, like a straw, an energetic sleeve that basically sustains and keeps that energetic connection, that cord. I'm basically cording the portal to the Bass Strait. And the portal constantly sucks energy because it needs to feed to stay open. And while it's doing that, it's going to be sucking and siphoning the energy out of the Bass Strait. So that's the first part of what I need to do. So I would need to I'm going to be staying here for another month, keeping an eye on this energetic structure to make sure it doesn't collapse, because it can collapse. And I would have to use my energy to basically keep the sleeve stable. With like any kind of energetic cord, whether you're being corded to a person or to a job or to a situation, the longer it stays, the more it feeds, the stronger it becomes, and then it becomes a permanent structure. And the longer it stays after that, it grows, and it becomes stronger. So I'm going to keep this as a permanent energetic structure. Just to recap again what this structure is, I'm creating a portal in Sudan. And then basically channeling energy out of the Bass Strait through the Australian Golden Gate, out of the African Golden Gate, connecting it to that portal, converting that portal into a gate that is now feeding through that through that energetic structure, that sleeve, or it's like a straw that I've created, feeding from the Bass Strait through that straw. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing next, it's very important. Okay, so once this gate is set up, it's sustained, it's feeding, I'm going to create an energy field that sits below the gate in Sudan. And this energy field, I'm going to program it. I'm going to give it a mandate. This energy field has instructions, and the instructions is to assist on the ground the vulnerable, kids. If there's a child hiding from a soldier or from a situation, they'll stay hidden. You know, a child can be hiding under a table in a room, and a soldier can walk in, and the soldier will not see that child because this energy will make sure of that. The vulnerable, the sick, the elderly, families, women will find safety. They'll know where to go to get food. If there's a building that's collapsed and there's people trapped underneath the rubble, people looking for them will find them very quickly. The energy will do that. The energy will protect those that need protection, will help those that need to find safety. It will help them get out of situations that would have killed them. Or, energy has the ability to do that. It's like we're creating a field of angels, and we're sending these angels to go and assist people on the ground, the vulnerable, of course, wherever the help is needed, right? Animals, pets, farm animals, any form of animals that are displaced will know where to go to find food and shelter and safety. Okay? Emphasis is going to be on children, mothers, the elderly, the injured, the sick. They're going to be taken care of. They're going to find help. Help is going to find them. They're going to find food. They're going to find shelter. They're going to be protected. Okay? That is what this energy field is going to be doing 24 hours a day. It's going to be pretty much working around the clock. So, now this is the interesting part. This energy field has to be fed. Okay? It has to be fed. So I'm going to create the initial field. I have support of just under 10,000 light workers that are the light worker groups. 10,000 light workers in separate groups that are waiting for me to set up this field, and they're going to be sending energy. So now this is where I need your help, guys. Okay, this is where I really need your help. I need you to send energy to this field. Okay, at the end of every day. So just, at the end of your day, you have a little bit of energy left in your tank. So before you go to bed, you send energy to this field. Okay, when you sleep at night, your energy field regenerates a full tank of energy for the day. So at the end of every day, you have a whole load of energy left that you haven't used. Just send some of that to this field. That energy will go into the field, almost like the field is like a bucket of water. Okay, and any energy that goes into that becomes the bucket of water. Okay, and we have to keep sending energy so that this energy field can keep going onto the ground and protecting and helping and assisting the vulnerable that need help. Okay, so what this basically does, it gives us those that are not just light workers, anybody that's aware of energy and how energy works, the ability to help those that need help. And you don't help doesn't always have to be financial. You don't have to send money, send energy. Okay, I'm creating the infrastructure that will allow you to send energy to, and that energy will change lives. We're going to save millions of lives across Africa. I'm going to set up this structure close enough to I'm going to try and find where the fighting is, and we're going to set up this structure where we can assist the vulnerable in these areas of fighting, okay, where people are being maimed, murdered, raped, happening to kids round the clock. Right now there's a child being killed, and we have to do something about it, okay? So this energy field, all I really ask from you to do to help, if you feel drawn to assist, send energy. I'm going to create a guided meditation that will show you how to do this. All you simply do is just switch on the guided meditation, follow the instructions, and you would send energy. And you send energy to this field, and the field does everything else because it's programmed, okay? It's programmed to go to where help is needed and to help swiftly, efficiently, and, to save lives ultimately. And that's pretty much why I came out here. And I'm going to be here for another month, making sure that the energetic structure that I've created is sustainable, and that, I think I should go this way. So that the energetic structure that I've created is sustainable, and, and that this mission is a success. Okay, so guys, this is a calling to all light workers out there. This is the calling to all of humanity, really. Anyone that feels that they want to help, anyone that feels that the need to want to assist another human being, knowing that we're all one. You're assisting people in Africa that are dying of starvation and disease, and people that are dying from stray bullets, and soldiers that are just on a killing spree for no reason. If you feel the need to assist these people, because they're basically aspects of ourselves. We're helping ourselves, really. We are assisting ourselves, if you really know. So guys, on that note, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, and please stay in touch. I'm going to be doing, tomorrow is the full moon, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing the work. I've been here for a month preparing for this. Okay, so tomorrow it all starts. It all happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, under the full moon, I'm going to open the portal. I'm going to be harnessing power from the moon, obviously mostly from the ocean. The power in the ocean is strongest on a full moon, and that's why I have to do this work on a full moon. I'm going to be opening these portals. I'm going to be sending this energy through. I'm going to anchor it into the portal in Sudan. I'm going to convert that portal into a gate. I'm going to create that energetic sleeve and anchor it into the ocean, the Bass Strait. I'm going to make sure it's feeding and it's sustainable. I'm going to be on standby 24 hours a day for as long as it takes to make this a permanent energetic structure. I'm going to create a field under the gate, and I'm going to program the energy field to assist the vulnerable, the children, the women, the elderly, the sick, the injured, to help them get safety, to help them find food, to help them get away from trouble, to help them get away from all of this. People have lost everything, their homes and everything, and they're just walking on the streets, so they need help. So this is a call to humanity. This is a call to all light workers out there. Join me. Let's make a difference, okay? Until next time, Soul Fam. Love and light.